Welcome everybody to Football the People's Game, and I am your host Horace, and today I'm having with me in the studio Iroko, and today we'll be talking about the most important game this weekend in England, which is in the FA Cup, Arsenal versus Manchester United. And first, before we begin, we'll be talking about yesterday's game, Everton versus Peterborough United, that Everton won 2-0. The major incident in that game was Ashley Young's son Tyler not being substituted to play against his father. So I am having with me today Iroko in the studio. So Iroko, welcome to Football the People's Game.
You're welcome to having me.
First, we'll begin with the game yesterday between Everton and Peterborough. It would have been historical if Ashley Young would have played against his son Tyler yesterday. But in the game, the coach, Darren Ferguson, didn't bring on Tyler for Peterborough. He gave an excuse that when the goal was 1-0, he brought in a forward to possibly get something out of the game. But at the end of the day, Everton went on to win 2-0. But it would have been a history in the history of a FA Cup for a father and son to play against each other. So many fans were furious. What do you have to say about that?
Football is not about what you feel it should happen.
Okay.
It's a passion.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So for you to begin again for a club, you have to earn it.
Okay.
The coach's decision is for the best of the team.
Okay.
If you want to play a game, then you have to earn it.
Okay.
They sack coaches because they lose game, right?
Yes.
So that game, if he lost, like he lost yesterday.
He lost, yes.
Right?
Yes.
And he got sacked. What about the other players on the bench that are not good enough to start? So if he's not playing Young's son, then I don't see any error or fault coming from the coach. He's just trying his best to make his team and the club perform well, not to make the Young family happy.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So that's on your opinion on that. The games in England this weekend will be the FA Cup, and on Sunday, Ruben Amorim will be having his first FA Cup match in charge of Manchester United versus Arsenal. In his interview, he said he had experienced the FA Cup in the year that Manchester United won the treble, that he watched Manchester United when they won the treble. So what would you say that Man United can do going into that game against Arsenal this Sunday?
Well, against Arsenal, playing Arsenal this Sunday, I'm very confident that Manchester United will put up a good game against Arsenal. I'm not saying that they will win, but definitely they will give a tough time to Arsenal. Watching their previous match against Liverpool, it says highly of them that they are a good team that has good players, quality players, but they should try and be confident to play against their opponent.
All right. So in his interview earlier on today, Amorim said that Alte Bayenda will be going in the goal ahead of Onana on Sunday, and we have seen that decision have counted against him in the Carabao Cup against Tottenham Hotspur. So do you think that Alte will live up to that expectation to prove himself right and the adapters wrong?
Viewing from the area of the coach, Amorim, I would say from one perspective, he's gambling.
Okay.
And then the second perspective, he's trying to prove his point of giving everybody a chance to prove themselves. So if he benches you in the next game, you should know that you are not playing up to expectation. But, well, let's see what will happen. Let's see if he's going to prove himself this time around.
All right. So on the other hand, Mikel Arteta, Arsenal manager, going into that game on Sunday, has lost his previous game in the Carabao Cup against Newcastle 2-0, and he laid a complaint that the football that they used in the Carabao Cup was what resulted to his team losing, because Arsenal had the most chances but fewer on target than the one that was off target, and he tagged that on the ball that was used in the Carabao Cup compared to the one used in the Premier League. The football that is used in the Premier League is produced by Nike, while the one that is used in the Carabao Cup is produced by Puma. So what do you have to make of that excuse from Mikel Arteta in the Carabao Cup?
Firstly, I would say that Arteta giving excuses on his losses shows that he doesn't have good charisma to lead a big team like Arsenal. You have to own up to your losses, re-strategize, and build on your errors. Then Puma and
Nike produces the one that is used in the Premier League, while Puma produces the one that is used in the Carabao Cup.
These two companies are good production companies worldwide. Everybody knows them. All right, you said your players are not used to playing that type of football Puma produced, while your opponent used them well. Does it show that your excuse has any good point to defend yourself?
Arteta bringing that excuse was baffling to me, because he has been in the Carabao Cup right from the start this season
for almost 6 years now,
and it's the same football that has been used. So I wonder why that excuse is coming now against Newcastle.
That's why I said he lacks good charisma as a coach.
Is he a sore loser?
For sure. Yeah, what has he won for Arsenal for over 6 years? Erik ten Hag, who hasn't been a good coach for Manchester United, played 3 finals, won 2 out of them, and he didn't win against smaller teams. He won against Liverpool and Manchester City. So he's a sore loser for sure.
So in your opinion, Erik ten Hag is better than Arsenal?
Far better than Arteta.
All right. Going into that game on Sunday, Manchester United versus Arsenal, Arteta also had laid a complaint about his squad depth, saying that he doesn't have the funds to get the players that he needed available to push Arsenal to become that big side to start winning trophies regularly. So do you think that his excuse is also genuine, or do you think that Arsenal should move on without Arteta, or do you think Arteta is the man to take Arsenal back to winning trophies?
Arsenal squad is in the top 3 best squad in England currently. You see, they have the likes of Saliba and Gabriel at the back. Ben White still there.
Timber is there.
What do you need? You have Calafiori. What is still there? In the midfield, have the likes of, not even Declan Rice, have the likes of Jorginho, who has won the Euros, the Champions League, and you have Declan Rice, who has the Conference League, despite playing for West Ham. You have Merino and Odegaard. You attack, you have Kai Havertz, the Champions League winner, the goal scorer against Manchester City. You have on your left wing
Saka,
Gabriel, and your right wing Saka. I don't think there's what he has to build on is, if he can't be the main coach for Arsenal, he should get himself a second or an assistant coach that can lead him. Yes.
All right. So earlier today, it has been announced that West Ham has appointed former Chelsea manager Graham Potter as the new man to take charge of West Ham. I think West Ham will be playing against Aston Villa later this evening in the FA Cup. So he was very, very happy being appointed as the West Ham manager, and he was glad that he waited for this long to make a right decision at the end of the day. How do you see that Graham Potter and Western Union this season?
Well, he didn't do well while at Chelsea, but from his profile in Brighton, he did well. He was dominating then before Chelsea signed him. So I can say those kind of coaches are the type that performs well while in a smaller club, like West Ham, Aston Villa, and the rest. But they can't perform well in clubs like Manchester United, Chelsea, and other big clubs. Well, so I'll say good luck to him, but not against us.
All right. So what would be your prediction for that game on Sunday, Arsenal versus Manchester United?
Well, in favor of Manchester United, I think I don't know how to predict that, but I think Manchester United we have 2 goals, but I don't know who is going to win.
So what if Arsenal
I've
should
seen
go
2 goals from Manchester
from
United.
Manchester United? So what if Arsenal should go on ahead to win 3-2 or 4-2?
That is left for Manchester United to defend. So in favor of Manchester, I think Manchester United will win with 2 goals up front.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So everybody, this is Football, the People's Game, and we would like for you to subscribe if you are a first-time viewer to follow more of our footballing analysis.